Hi, my name is Chris Erskine. I'm an urban landscape artist, and welcome to Art Post 56 for the week of February 15th, 2016. So this week I've been really reflecting on how I reintroduced myself into the gallery scene. I had not the most positive experience when I was starting out. When I was painting before, I found my realism or realistic approach to art was not in fashion at the time. I was caught between two challenges. On the one hand, the artist centers were very much into the installation conceptual art, and so they weren't really receptive to the kind of stuff I was doing. I found them, basically, I didn't find them very helpful at the time. And then on the other hand, the galleries that would be showing more traditional realism art, first, they weren't the kind of art that I was doing because they were more like wallpaper art. And then two, because my skills weren't to the level of, sort of a master of painting realism, I was found at fault for that. It takes usually about 10 years to really master, good, landscape, portraiture. I was into portraiture before, and it's a very tough area, to really do convincing realism. For the person on the street, it might be acceptable, but for the gallery owners, for the art critics, for those who are very knowledgeable about painting, it's easy to pick out the flaws in realism because everyone has the reality to judge compared to if you were abstract or installation or conceptual. So that's where I was. I sort of avoided the gallery scene as much as possible, especially when I went into printmaking. So now that I'm returning to painting, while I still plan to use social media as my main way of contacting my fan and collector base, I still need the gallery scene to add that credibility and that resume. And now I have to figure out how, after being out for a number of years, how I approach them. I'm not exactly an emerging artist, and so that puts me in sort of a weird camp. And also because I'm not that connected with the art scene, I really don't hang out with artists. I find their influence distracting from my own art. I prefer to work on my own and keep focused on what I'm doing. And also, I don't have the school connections because I didn't do a BFA and I did do an MFA. And so I don't have that network of classmates to then tap into a group-based show. Um, and there's been some very, and that's typically how people do it. So I'm trying to figure out how I move forward on this. It's a bit of a challenge. It's not something I have to address right away, but it's something that I am reflecting on. I need about 2 or 3 years worth of output to show a potential gallery that I'm consistent in my skill level and my theme, that I have something well thought out. Even the Hamilton Public Library wants to see your CV, and it's a Hamilton Public Library, but I shouldn't say that, but that's usually where you start. So, anyhow, I'm not quite sure how I move forward on this, but it is something I'm reflecting on. So, thanks for dropping by. Again, Art Post is posted every week, every Wednesday at 7 a.m. on my personal blog, Fat Cats Starving Dogs. And you can also find it a little bit later on Twitter, Facebook, and Tumblr. Thanks very much for dropping by. Take care. Bye.